Hello and welcome to episode number 12 of this Let's Play Workers and Resources Soviet Republic here at HanniballNOR YouTube channel. We are currently in, May 9th, 1962. We built our supermarket out here. We also got to build our heating plant, finish that one up. We still have a little ways to go before we can call us safe to get people in here. So, let's see here. We're building these two. Let's see here we are also having you gone up here. Now, I have a couple of questions here. I mean, well, we currently are building the technical university. I also wonder if we would like to reactivate these and just put them to minimum efforts, because we are going to need those sooner rather than later. Factory, we could also get you up. We could potentially put you also on low priority. Because when we get people in here, we kind of would like to get as many people working in the factory as humanly possible. You know, isn't that the whole idea about communism? Seize the mean of production and then giving it to one guy, and then he can, you know, seize the means of the entire republic. Yeah, I might have some obscure views on communism, but you know, I mean, they are working for the greater good. The more they can produce, the more goods they can have. If, of course, me as the head of the party in the Republic will allow them. So well, we'll see. We will see. We'll see. We'll try and treat our people well in our Republic. I think that is. I think that's a good idea. Basically, the happier the people are, the more productive they are. The more productive they are, the more stuff they produce. And the more stuff they produce, the more stuff we can sell. The more stuff we can sell, the more money we get. The more money we get. Wait, money? Yes. As of course, a collective republic, we're going to have like a lot of money. The more stuff we can do and, you know, make sure that we can expand our, you know, our little republic here with more people, produce more goods, you know, and the circle goes on and on and on and on forever and forever and forever. But they don't have to pay taxes, although they don't have any freedoms though. So yeah, they pay with labor. That's basically it. Taxes paid with hard manual labor. That's the way. So yeah, we have. We're working on this guy here. How far with 85% done with this. And then we are making one of these guys, one of the new buildings. And that is going to be interesting to see how they actually look when they are done. Yeah, I think this is also going to be like a building episode. So let's have a look and see what we are actually... what remains to be built. The orphanage we definitely would have from the very beginning of. It's going to cost us a little bit of money to supply it with food and clothing and all that stuff. But I think it's going to be worth it because we're going to be saving a lot of our population. We're also going to be having 3 of those built, 2 of those built, factory and university, and some of the heating pipes here. We're also gonna have to have this up and running. Ooh, I'm curious if we're gonna be able to finish this by yeah. So I rather would like to try to get people to move in here. Not by the end of the year, because the temperature is going to be a little bit wobbly. But sooner rather than later, get some people in here so we can start producing the good stuff, clothing here. I'm gonna go down here, buy fabrics, deliver them up here. Actually, we're gonna be delivering them way out here. And then they will be sent in here to the warehouse, where the thing here can pick up fabric and then send clothing down here, which is going to be used to supply our thingamajiggy here, our supermarket, so that our population actually can get clothing. And they're not going to be needing that much clothing, so eventually we're going to be producing more than we actually need, so we'll basically just skim the top of what we produce. So we're going to have a skimmed economy. Is that right? Oh, hello there. We have another building that is ready. Another many pipes. Still needs to be built. You're also almost ready. So let's have a look. It looks, I don't know. I kind of feel it looks British. I don't know why. But I'm very, very curious how it looks when we build two of them right next to each other. It's, you know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, is it? I like it, actually. They're only 3 stories high. And they can only hold up to 30 people. And let's see how far they can walk from here. They can walk all over the place. That's nice. That is nice. How are we going to be dividing out the labor? So my idea of a republic is we could just leave them to go and do and work wherever they need to go or whatever they feel like, but I don't think that's a good idea. We're going to tell every person, when you wake up in the morning or in the evening, whenever you wake up, just walk down to the bus stop, right? And a bus will either come and pick you up or it will not come and pick you up. If it doesn't come and pick you up and you have waited there for an hour, you will go to pre-designated workplaces. So let's say we have 100 people here waiting, and they have been waiting for 59 minutes. Then we'll tell, click on this button here for the workers. We can also do that with passengers if we would like to tell them to go to the cinema, for example, or the students if we would like them to go to the school, or the university, which is currently not building, or the tourist. We could actually tell the tourist, you know what, you stop at this stop here. Then you're gonna have to go, I don't know, maybe here. I don't think we have any tourism here. But we could set up like designated routes for different things. And we're gonna do that with the workers. They're all gonna go here when they wake up to the bus stop. And then let's say we did something like that. So 33% is gonna go to the sports dynamo, 33% is gonna go to the pub, 33% is gonna go and work at the supermarket. So that means we can kind of just click on the bus stop and kind of see what we kind of need out of people. So let's say we need more people at the university, which we probably will. We can kind of, let's say we'll do that. So let's see, okay, we need more people at the hospital. So then we can just say, all right, if there's 50 people waiting here, let's say there's 100 people there, then 41% is going to go to the hospital, so 41 people are going to go to the hospital, and 58 people are going to go and work at the... Let's turn that around. 41% is going to go to the kindergarten, there we go, and 58 is going to go to the hospital. So let's say we need more, we can just do this. Now 70 people are going to go here, and 29 people are going to go to the kindergarten. So it's a good way to control or manage your workforce in the beginning. Now, when we get a bigger city, and it's big enough for us to kind of fill all these jobs, like, for example, here they need 30 workers, 30 staff, basically janitors and God knows what, and then 30 doctors. Now, we kind of don't need that many in the beginning, so we're going to click here, type in 5, so now we need just a maximum of 5 people here. So let's say we had like 200 people here and they had nowhere to go, then they will just go in here and fill up. While we rather would like to have them go into the factory. So it's a good way to control the population. Let's see here. What is this? Another... Oh, is that a heating pipe? Yes. The heating pipe is being built. Our republic is going to be a warm and cozy place, except for in the middle of the winter when it's going to be, like, freakishly cold. If you open a window, you're probably going to have, like... icy tears falling down your chin. But other than that, oh, look at that. This is so let's we talked about this a little bit last episode. We would like to have this a monument to when our first citizens comes in here. Are we also building a heat exchanger? Let's get that up so we can actually deliver the heat from the heating plant over there. But let's say here, today it is June 8th, and today is the day we're going to be moving in our first population, so we'll just type in 8th of June, 1962. Oops. 1962. There we go. So now, it kind of says that here. 8th of June 1962. So we're just going to be typing that in when we get our first population to move in. Yes. All right. Heat exchanger. How are we doing there? We are basically just needing workers. I kind of think we should go over and see what we actually need to finish the different stuff. So here we just also need workers. Here we need some more workers to finish that phase, and then we need some steel and boards, I guess, for the roof. We had one of you. We're in here, so now we're building 2 buildings at the same time. Great! All right. We also probably should plan out what we should do with the trash. So we kind of know what we want to do with the hazardous waste. The hazardous waste is going to be sent in here, cleaned, and because we're going to get the hazardous waste as a mixed bucket. Basically, it's going to be like, I don't know, so it's going to be steel in here, there might be construction waste, and there might be, but there is still hazardous waste in that mixed trash. So an example I use is, for example, the hospital produces a lot of hazardous waste. So we have needles, yeah, needles there, right? So you have that little plastic tube where you connect the needle to, right? And then you have perhaps some leftovers, maybe some blood samples and stuff like that. Then you're going to get a tiny little needle, right, in the trash. You're going to get a little bit of plastic, and you're going to get the hazardous waste. So what this does here, like the leftover of the blood sample, right, that goes as hazardous waste. So they're basically going to clean out the blood from the shot, and then they're going to be well, they're not going to do anything with the needle, the steel needle, and the plastic tube, but we're going to be left with that, and then we can ship that over somewhere else, but I think we're going to have to do some research for that. But let's say there was, like, I don't know, a chair in there. A broken chair. Okay, they had an accident in the hospital. There was a broken chair, and that goes as construction waste. So after we have cleaned that hazardous waste, we're going to be left with what is left of a broken chair, or, I don't know, a broken roof, or God knows what happened in that hospital. But we're going to be left with mixed waste, and the mixed waste is going to contain that broken thing, right? And then we could send it into here, and then we could kind of pick out that broken chair, and whatever it's going to be, probably not a broken chair, because, you know, maybe if it was made of concrete. It's a Soviet Republic. Maybe it's made of concrete. Then we can take this guy here. If we... Oh, actually, that's not correct. Oh man, this is yeah. The trash has the trash update has been problematic. So we need to build this one here, a general separator. So this is going to take plastic tube out of the needle. They're going to take the steel, the metal scrap, and it's still going to be left with some mixed waste. I guess that is like other waste, biological wastes, burnable waste. And then we could... But how do we separate that? How do we separate that? Because there is also a new thing here. A compost factory. Which we could take biological waste with some chemicals and make fertilizer out of it. So we can make it. I thought it was not behind science. No, also it's not very big. Huh. All right. How much pollution do you cause? A lot, actually. We could also make liquid fertilizer. That is probably the easiest one. That's just some chemicals and some water. Although it requires the water quality to be 85 or above. So if we go and look at the water wells that we have over here, the water well we have here is 93%. So if we had like a third one hooked up to a fertilizer plant, it doesn't need to be processed. If we look at, for example, the food industry here, the food factory, this is going to need a water quality of 97% to make bread. So since we are just making it 93% here, we're going to have to send it to a cleaner and distill the water up to 90. Oh, we could. Can we? No, 99%. Almost perfect water. And then we can send that to, for example, the food industry, or it should be drinkable by the general populace. So there we go. What is this? What is this? What are we building here? These? All right. And then we have another flat that needs to be built. That is basically almost done. It just needs 47 work days. Also, I have a cat here who's trying to shove his butt in my face. Because obviously that is what my cat usually likes to do when I stream or record videos. Alright, are we getting any supplies here? Yes, we are. So what did we need here? Just 70 workers? Or 70 work days? So that should be built rather quickly, I would imagine. Yeah, that should be all that we need to finish this building. Okay, it's done. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And these two. Nice, nice, nice. Is that kind of all the buildings we have set up to be built? It is. It is. It's June. You know what? I am maybe, just maybe we can get people in 1962. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. That would have been great. We are also done with the heating pipe here. So this is basically going to be running hot water. I think in my head we should have used oil, right? Oil is easier to heat. But, okay, hot water we're going to send through here, into here, heat up this, and then it's going to be sending hot water out to whatever is in range here. Oh boy, alright. Getting a little bit sidetracked from everything. But, you know, it's a complicated game, so I don't think it hurts if we go over things more than once. I also had a couple of comments saying that they appreciate the way I explain things, so we'll keep going with that. The one thing that I'm kind of looking forward to the most here, and that is starting to decorate the city. There is not much we can decorate the city with. Basically, we have some trees and some bushes. I would love to see some rocks, and well, we also have the statues. More statues, more of everything. More trees, more bushes, maybe rocks. Some smaller rocks we could put down as a decorative piece. So basically, when you let's put down a tree here. So we'll place that tree. It's you know, it's free. Doesn't cost us anything to put it. And I wish they had that with rocks. And we also have these, the decorative pavement. So let's say we would like to make this little area here covered in asphalt, for example. So the way this works is a little bit complicated. It kind of aligns with screen here. So let's say that is good enough. So we'll go up here and do that, for example. And now we have like a nice asphalted area. Now if we don't like it, we can just take it away. And it doesn't cost us any money, which is good. Like decorative stuff like this that doesn't have an effect on the population it's nice that it's free. Although, you know, you can kind of concrete the entire world if you like, which is an option. So that is the asphalt. Then we have something called an airplane square. We forgot a little bit here. Which is currently my favorite of the bunch. Yeah, you see that's not right. Well, we'll do that then. And try and get a better angle on this. Yeah, that seems good. So I'm basically just using the Vasta keys to pull it out here. Also, oil prices seems to be going down. So so here we have like almost like a concrete ground. And then we have the third one, which is just gravel. Just gravel. Again, can we get a fairly nice and straight line here? I mean, it's just for demonstrating. So we can have like fill this entire courtyard up with gravel if we like. Maybe some bushes and so. It's all going to come together quite nicely, I hope. So let's just remove all of that. Go over it twice in case we missed something. This seems to be... Oh, the sewage outlet. This is also pretty important for our republic. Then we have the Technical University. Oh, ooh. All right, all right. July. Well, it's going to take quite a lot of... it's going to take quite a lot of workers to get this built here. Hmm. And we still have 500,000 rubles left. And we have delivered all the steel. We basically just need workers to come and finish this university. Now, it does cost a little bit with all the workers. Let's have a look and see how much we have spent altogether in foreign manpower. We have spent like 110,733... let's try that again. 110,793 rubles we have spent on getting workers in here. Just for regular resources, we have spent 481,933 rubles. And for all the vehicles that is driving around here, we have spent 232,228 rubles. I would imagine we can be spending some time in this book here. There are a bunch of other buildings that I'm kind of considering going over. I don't think it's quite necessary, but we could. So let's say we have another viewer here. the town name. So basically, again, if you want to have this this fine little city here named after you, or the comment section, hint, hint, hint. So yeah, so everything within this, those blue dots here, is counting as a. Can we call it a district? Let's call it a district. So all these blue dots here are within the district. So if we change the name here, the name of the university is going to be called something else. So let's say we call it Bob, and it's going to be Bob Technical University, or Bob Hospital, or Bob School. Now this is not everything it does. If you would like to have a, let's say we have a counting house. Is that what it's called? Town hall? Where is that? Where is it? Where is it? City hall counting office. So if we put this guy here, so this kind of, in my head, it's, well, it's the city hall, right? That's what it's called. City hall, yeah. So this will gather local information about everything that goes around here. But it needs a couple of workers, and it needs 25 workers. It needs also to be supplied with some heat, and probably, does it produce any garbage? Garbage production? Yeah, it does produce a little bit of garbage. Quite a lot, actually. Almost a kilo per worker. So potentially we could... wow. Wow. Potentially we can produce up to... let's see, half a kilo. Yeah, we could half a kilo per workday. Multiply that by 25. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of garbage. A lot of garbage from the town hall. Well, that's usually how it goes, right? All right. We are having both our vehicles here operating at the Technical University. It seems like this is going to be built rather quickly. There we go. We have a free flatbed, finally. We're going to be moving you over here, because this is a road depot. Which basically is just like, this vehicle is not in use right now. So, while he's heading over there, we're going to be telling this guy here to move over to yet another viewer's custom house here. Again, name suggestions. And we're going to be loading up vehicles and containers. We're going to be picking up, I don't know, the green ones are probably new ones, and these are probably used ones, or yeah. So we'll tell them to go here, and then we'll find the forklift garage, and we're going to do that. And here we're going to be unloading all the vehicles, and then we'll click that, and then he should be on his merry way. So if we didn't click that, he would have gone to the road depot and waited there until we had kind of given him the green light. Replace vehicles. Let's not do that. The only place we're going to be replacing vehicles with is with our own vehicle factory. Far, 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 far in the future. So there you go. We picked up 2 of these. So we can carry 13 tons of vehicles, and this is 1 ton. But, you know, there is also the question of a length. Now, the cute thing with this vehicle is if you have another SKD 706, he can actually pick up one of itself. So it's kind of interesting like that. Okay, so there we go. We have you. There we go. And we have room for 2 more forklifts. So we're going to tell him to, we're going to let him go and do 1 more trip, and then we're going to set him back to the construction yard. Also, my voice is starting to crackle a little bit, so hopefully that's not going to be too bothersome. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. How are we doing on the university? 77%, 78%. Yeah, I kind of think we're going to be able to... I'm going to eat my hat, or eat my words, but I think we're going to be able to get population in this year. Let's see here. Get you into The forklift garage. There we go. Okay, so now we have 4 forklifts here. So they're basically going to go from here, pick up whatever they need from here or here, and send them in here. But we're going to have to set them up first. So we'll do that next. Just get you back to help operate the buildings. So we're going to be telling you to go here. Here we are only going to be loading. What are we going to be loading? We're going to be loading food, clothing, and electronics. I mean, we need a broken radio in the Soviet Republic, right? Yeah, and then you're going to be sending that. Actually, let's tell you to load up meat here as well. And we can also set the storage percentage. If we have like 10%, that means 10% of that is 3 tons of food. So if there is more than... He won't pick up food. Let's say there is 2.9 tons of food here, then he won't pick it up. But if it's 3 or over, he will pick it up. That's not necessary here. We kind of need just to pick up everything. So 0%. If there only is like half a bread left here, we will send a forklift, pick that up, and shove it into the shop. Because we need the shop supplied with all sorts of goodness. Meat, same thing here. We're going to be... bringing forklifts up here, picking up meat, and then we're going to tell them to send those out here. So we're going to click on the unload button. We're going to be delivering everything here. And here we probably would like to make some adjustments here, because we don't need like 2 bajillion tons of clothing. 2 tons of clothing, that's fine. So let's try and lower the amount. So 1 ton, that's fine. 1 ton, that's fine. So they will try and keep those numbers up. Also, 2 tons of meat. We can't do anything with that. They're just gonna do that thing. Right. So now that is set up. We are still not delivering fuel in here. It's because they're not going to deliver fuel in here until we have... electricity in our little republic. What is this? This, you know, let's put that on high priority. It just needs workers. And what do we have here? Oh, electricity. Ooh. Well, they kinda... I think they need mechanisms to finish this. 11 workers. Let's see. Let's see if they can do it manually. We'll set that up to high priority. We have plenty of worker buses that goes back and forward here. 520 work days left on the university, and it's going swimmingly fast, which is excellent. So we might actually have a university coming soon. We also have finished this, which is going to be a vital thing for our republic. This basically means if we set up a bus route, the bus is going to go from here. Do we have a free bus? Probably not. But when we do, we're going to set the bus to go from here up to here and in here. And here we're going to be putting in fuel. So let's make sure that is happening. Deliver fuel up here. How much fuel can you store? 45 tons. Okay, here's the deal. Don't deliver more than 20%, 30%. Yeah, that seems reasonable. You, how much can you hold? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right. Back to the bus thing. So let's say we have 10 buses on the line here. We probably won't, but let's say we have 10 buses here. They will all come and go like when we tell them. So let's say we send one now, and one now. And eventually they will kind of meet traffic here. They have to wait a little bit, and every bus is going to be clogged up in one ginormous caravan of buses going out here. That is not efficient. We would like to have... the buses coming in certain intervals. So let's say there's some shenanigans going on this road. They have to wait, or I don't know, something happens here. There's a traffic line here. So they come out here. They have to wait. And then they come up here. So we can set variables. That basically means this is going to be trying to calculate how long it's going to take from a bus goes in here to here, I think. So if there is a bus waiting here, and oh, this is going to be hard to explain. Oh gosh. Well, basically it's going to be evening out the traffic. We could also set the fixed time. So kind of, you know, when you go to a bus stop, usually it's a placard on the bus station that says, yeah, there will come a bus every 30 minutes. Or, yeah, at 5 o'clock there will come a bus. At 6 o'clock there will come a bus. 7 o'clock. That means there is an interval on 1 hour. 30 seconds, I'm not quite sure how to deal with that. But yeah, that could make it so that we have a more steadier supply of workers being delivered out here, and that is going to be quite vital. What are we building here? The orphanage. And we're also building a police station, so let's set that up to high priority. That probably means that we are kinda done. Oh, hold on a second. Does that... what? Is that what it means? Are we done building everything? Let's go over everything here. We have heat, we have sewage outlets. Everything here hopefully is working swimmingly well. This guy is built, this guy is built. All the piping seems to be built. This should be working. Does that mean we're gonna be putting on some electricity? Wasn't there another thing that... oh, they have built that as well. And the pipe here has been built. August. 11th of August. 1962. That is when we at least going to be turning on the power, I think. Oh gosh, this is always very, very exciting. Because there is potentially something vital you have forgotten. There's always that, right? So, let's just go over things here. We're gonna be telling these guys now, because now we have electricity and you can see the money pouring down. And if we click here, we should have electricity. We are supplying number 230 volts. And they're not currently using anything because the building isn't in use. Basically, they have been good little boys, good little comrades, and actually flicked the switch and turned off the lights. Alright, now, to deliver food and supplies for our republic. We're gonna go here. Here, we're gonna be loading up chemicals. We're gonna be loading up alcohol, food, clothing. We're gonna be loading up meat and electronics. Then we're gonna be going to the pub and unload, let's say 40% alcohol to the pub. Then we're gonna go up here. Oh, we also need fabrics. Here we're gonna unload, I would say, let's say 20%. Let's see, 20% of fabrics. That is 2.7. That's 10%. So 4 tons. How much can you hold? When it comes to fabrics, 9 tons. So we probably would like to move a little bit more. So let's say 40%. Okay, so we will move fabrics in here. Clothing, food, meat, and electronics. Then we're going to be moving, so we also have chemicals here, which we are going to need for our water cleaning station. And this we could bring up to 50%. That should be fine. Now, is there anything else we need to supply here? Not quite. Not quite. My brain is just going in super drive here. Okay. You can go and get that. We have set up the coal to be supplied here. That means we're going to have to move some of the worker buses over, because we're going to have to make that bus route before we get people in here, because if not, things are going to be wonky. So, let's see here. Where do we have buses? Not in here. Not in here. Well, maybe in here. Oh, there we go. We have one. Two. Three. Let's also make sure that they are... Okay, so we'll tell you to go here. Now, yeah, so we kind of would like to make sure that they are without passengers, because, you know, you're going to be paying for that. So you, when you have delivered your precious cargo... Come on. Oh, stupid rain. Where are you? Right, there we go. Sent you up here. Where are you going? Probably refueling, that's fine. Orphanage high, police station high. But we can still set this up, because we can just copy this to the other vehicles. So, we're gonna need you to go here. Now, we're not gonna have very many educated people in the beginning. So, we're gonna be only loading up you know, workers without education and basic education. And then we're going to be throwing them down here, where we're going to be unloading the workers. Then we're going to go here, and nothing is going to happen here. Everything that happens here we're going to control directly via the building here. And when they are done here, they will start on this guy here. So there could potentially be that we will have, let's say, this is full of workers and there is nowhere else for them to go. Well, then they're going to be sitting here. Then they're going to be driving them all the way back into here. And when we are at another viewer's bus stop, we're also going to be unloading the viewers. So what happens then is, this is just a safety valve. They will come in here, they will disembark the vehicle, and then they will go to whatever we have set this guy up to. So, so yeah, that's going to be great. Still 30 degrees Celsius. Let's see here. All related vehicles. There we go. So if I click you, and then copy the schedules to you, does that work? No, but we can click on these two and click here, set this into, well, we don't just have one passenger line here, so we're going to send you in there. And we'll set you in there. So that is 3 buses taken care of. Now the temperature is high, which is good. That means we kind of don't need to have people working here right away. I think we're ready. I think we are ready. We're going to do a thing here first, because, you know, things are potentially not going to go so well. Actually, we should also make sure you have fuel. No? Well, fuel is coming in here. How are we doing? Yeah, we kind of need to fill up our... We kind of need to fill up our stores first. We are done with something. Forgot. The orphanage. Ah, yes, the orphanage. Let's make sure they don't need as many clothings. And that means we're also going to be supplying this guy with, let's just say 20%. 20% of the total thing here. Don't look at this yet. We'll go over this in greater details later down the line. So I hope you didn't look. I hope you didn't look. All right, police station. Almost built. Oh, there's actually room for 2 of them in here. Now, the construction of the last pieces here are going to go. Let's put you up to medium, or potentially... Yeah, I'll put you up to medium. I kind of would like to have the factory starting. Okay, so we have already delivered some food in here. So here we can see they're going to go... Come on, forklifts. Do the thing. Come on, pokey pokey. Maybe you already did. Okay, so they already have delivered meat. So that means we have meat in here. This is risky. This is risky. What do we have in here? We have... Problem is, if we build it too late, the temperature is going to plummet, and then we kind of have to wait all the way till the next next year. So we have fabrics. Clothing factory. That means the police station is ready, which means we can move the two police cars that we have. We'll move those into the police station. You have a new home now. Congratulations, you two. Hopefully they will live happily ever after in this police station. Okay, so temperature is still good. Well, that's the fuel. Are you bringing food? So when we get food in here, clothing would also be nice to get in here before we invite the populace. We did activate the electricity. There we go. Yes. So we're importing the maximum amount of power, but we're not going to be, you know, we're not going to be paying for all that yet. We're just paying for what we use. So that's kind of nice. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. Our forklifts are in action here, filling up. They can pick up 88 tons of 0.88 tons of food. You are picking up more food. You're also picking up food. And they're slowly filling this up. Yeah, we still need clothing, so is that... No, that's more meat. More meat to the meat storage. How much meat are we actually putting in here? 20%, so 20% of 75. That's 15, so we're gonna have 15 tons of meat in here before this guy gives up, or say, okay, it's good enough. Alright, we need clothing and electronics. Clothing and electronics. And then we might get people living here. And again, we're just going to be inviting 200 people. That's all that we're ever going to invite. Everybody's going to be just one big happy family. Yes. And the good thing is, like, later on, everybody's going to be related to everyone, so... Oof, could you imagine that? Oh. Miss Brodjev here, he has a birthday, so I invite, like, 250,000 of my closest cousins and brothers and sisters, and yeah, it's gonna be weird, but you know, it is what it is. Is that electronics? That seems like it is, and there we go. Now they're gonna come in here, pick those up, and move those in here. Okay. We are ready, I think. So, just so we don't lose track of things, we're going to be doing another save. just in case. Just in case. So we're gonna have people moving in here. 200 to be specific. So we would like to have at least 50 highly educated people. And we're gonna be paying. We could pay for it with dollars, but then we will just get like low skilled workers, like no educated workers, and we kind of need to have a good start with our populace here. So we're going to be inviting, let's say, 40 educated people here. So 1, 2, there we go. That's 40, and we can see here we have 40 immigrants. Go next and have 2 here. And then we'll fill up with just regular immigrants. So 10 immigrants going to cost 4,000. 5 smart skis are going to be 5,000. All right, let's... And also there is a small chance that some of these actually are highly educated. They just lied on the resume. But that's just going to be to our benefit if we get any extras. So let's get 40 in here. We're up to 80. So there we go. We got some extras, which is good. How many do we have? 100. $160. And 200. There we go. So they will have room to expand. So oof, we're not quite done yet. Oh gosh, we haven't even started the bus routes. All right, get started, folks. Go, go, go. All right. We're gonna tell all the houses here, since you have, and we're gonna do this a little bit easier for us. We're going to building properties. And there is like a little button up here that says always show overlay. So when we press 3,000 here and do free flats, we can see this guy here. He doesn't have any people living here because, you know, and these two don't have any people living there. So we're going to tell these guys, you, when you wake up in the morning, go to the bus stop. That's your job. Same here. When you get up in the morning, go to the bus stop. And we'll do the same with all the other ones. Go to the bus stop. And you go to the bus stop. So, from the bus stop... Oh, we should also do this. So this is now the 24th of August, 1962. August 1962. That is when we got our first people in here. Then we're going to click on bus platform here. We're going to tell them to go and work. Basically everywhere. Oh no. Did we tell them to unload here? Do you have... Yeah, you have chemicals. Okay, that's good. So, do we have water in here as well? Yes. And then we're not going to have anything here until we have cleaned it. Good. Back to this. Okay. So we're going to be working at the water treatment plant. We're going to be working at the university. We're going to be working at the cinema. We're going to be working at the hospital. We're going to be working at the kindergarten. We're going to be working at the school. We're going to be working at the orphanage. We're going to be working at the sports dynamo. We're going to be working at the pub. We're going to be working at the supermarket. All right. We still have a little bit of things to do here. So in the future, oh, we probably also would like them to work at the fire station. That would be nice. Okay, so let's go over the things that we kind of need here. We need to get people... So basically, we're going to need technical university. We'll increase that priority a little bit. So now 12% is going to go there. Hospital, let's do that. and kindergarten. Because basically, if a family here, let's say this guy here, he has a kid, he gets a little mini self, then he has to stay home and don't go to work unless he can put his kid in the kindergarten. So, yeah, there we go. That is kind of important, but I don't think we need 80. Let's start with 5 people here. We'll do 2 people here. Fire station. Fire station we're not going to be doing anything with. We are going to actually lower the amount of people we have here by quite a bit. We just need them to be activated, and if there is a fire, we can click on the bus stop and max this out. It's a risky thing, but we don't have that many population. Let's see here. How many do we need here? 7. Let's bring that down to 5. Just make sure that here we can bring that to 3. This guy here, we'll just keep it as it is. School, we don't need 2 bajillion people here, so let's say 5 in the beginning here, 5 in the beginning. Okay, are we done though? Let's go over this again. Water treatment. Here, 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 and here. Okay, so what else do we need? We need to have more people in the supermarket, because if they can't get food, that is bad. So we'll up that by two clicks. And then I think we kind of are ready. Let's see how this turns out. See if they come out of their little building. No. Oh, there we go. Look at that. We have people. People. So they should all be going up to the bus stop. Wait here. All the highly educated people, they are not going to be... that is not good. Oh, variable times. There we go. So that will automatically try to spare out the lines here. So let's see, this guy here. We'll follow this bus around. Actually, we're not following the bus. We're going to be following this guy around. Bellum, Mestin, Rustem, Valerovich. Yeah, follow you. So, he's on the bus now. So, he can travel 4 hours on one trip and then 5 hours altogether. Why is this different? Total travel time. Why is that going faster than... Okay, so now he's at the bus stop. And then he goes out here. Of course. Yep, and then he's going to go in here and shovel in coal. Congratulations. Now he's going to work for 8 hours. Alright, come on. 8 hours. I mean, he is... Well, it's going to be impossible to find him here. Actually, I found him. Okay, so he has... He's 76% happy. We don't know how loyal he is, because we don't have a secret police, you know, listening into his conversation. He has a productivity of 47, so he's not 100% efficient. But that is to be expected. So now these guys are going to be... Oh, we don't need that many people. We'll say 15 is good enough for now. So that means... At least I hope it means... Also, how are we doing here? Okay, we have plenty of workers here. Plenty of workers here. Why do we have so many workers? Okay, having lots of people here, that's good. Having lots of people here getting educated. That's definitely good. I think we can actually start researching right away. No, we're not going to do that. Because we, of course, that's why. We have nobody going to the factory, because the factory hasn't been built yet. Everything here seems fine for now. Now let's just click on the dude. You, what are you doing? I'm not going to pronounce your name. You are currently having free time, or your free time hasn't quite started yet. As soon as the clock starts moving, his free time is gonna start. We're live, right? There we go. So now he's gonna go out, try and get food, meat, and clothing. And he can do all of that by just going to the supermarket here. There we go. So obviously there is nobody working here. Now that's definitely gonna be a problem. Why is there nobody working here? Work in supermarkets. Well, that is not good. There we go. We have one person. Okay, we're gonna find another one. Alright, it's a little bit of a... Let me find one that is you. Oh, this is problematic. He's gonna go and wait for an hour at the bus stop because he couldn't get food at the shop. Yeah, already happiness is dropping like there is no tomorrow. So you can kind of see, like, he spent like 6 hours here. He just went home, gave up. I understand. I completely understand. Right, let's see here. How are we doing here? We still have... Yeah, I think we're gonna have to increase the people that we have at the supermarket. Let's bring it up like so. Okay, so now everybody's gonna... Yeah, there we go. So he's getting food, lots of food. Then he's gonna go and try and find somewhere to pray, but there is no church behind the iron wall, so... Or the iron curtain. So he's just gonna be going to the bus stop, trying to find something to do. Pray in the bus stop if you like. Although that might land you in trouble with the old KGB. Okay, so this guy here, this is a little bit more interesting. He has now 6 hours to find some culture. And culture is, I don't know, an old movie about something. So he's going to be sitting here, and we have fulfilled all his needs. We really are having issues here. Happiness has dropped quite significantly. Unable to visit a hospital. That is a lie. I don't understand why. We also have starvation because we had some birthing issues here. Thieving issues. Not thieving, but, you know, thieving issues. Let's bring that back down again. And we definitely don't need that many. Let's go with 10 people. So we'll see how many people we can accommodate with only 10 people working here. There's just one who doesn't want to go home. There we go. So 8 people we can cater to 45 people. And it all depends on their productivity. So if they have high productivity, they can cater to more. So let's say there's only one here with high productivity. He can potentially cater to 3 people. If he has low, he can potentially just cater to 1 or 2 maybe. But as long as we don't see anyone sitting here in front of the shop waiting, we are in a good place. And let's see here, I'm able to get clothing. Yeah, they are complaining a lot, but I think the happiness is going to go back up as soon as, you know, things are getting settled here. I think we're also going to have to check and see if we are able to... Okay, so let's say this guy here. We'll follow the bus. So we set a cap of 15 workers here. There are currently 13 workers there, so there should be some people... There shouldn't be room for all of the people to go and work in here. So he's going to be taking those 3 people with him back. And let's see here. Can they actually get back? Also building a prison. Let's get that to high priority. Yep, and then he tell them to go off the bus. So if we look at those 7 people here, they're all fresh on their timer here. And the 3 people that went off here, they're gonna go to one of these places to work. We should also make sure that we actually have water and sewage operating. Do we have water in here? Yes. So that means we have clean drinking water here. Excellent. Sewage is the poop shooter working? Yes, it's shooting the poop into the river, and I'm a little bit worried because I've been burnt so many times. Just make sure that we are not filling anything up here. Let's see, 50, 56, 59. Okay, so we are kind of sending it back out. You have water. Good. Okay, I think we are actually pretty good. There is another thing though. I would like to have at least 1 or 2 more buses on the line. So we're going to see how many microbuses we actually have here. So we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 microbuses. So we're going to be moving 2 of those onto the line here. Let's see here. You don't have anything, so we'll tell you to go here. And then we'll set you into that line. And just keep going. And then we're just going to have 1, so you can stay, and then you will also send on the line here, because it's more important that we have people being shipped over here than actually building things. Building things we can take our time on as long as we have everything we need. So you go in here, and there we go. So with this variable office thing here, they don't need to stop for repairs or anything like that. Seems like we might have been done with the prison. Another thing we're going to do right away, as I usually have a tendency to forget that, we don't need that much clothing in here. Oh, hello. We also have finished the thing here, the clothing factory, which means I'm going to take 1 little trip here and deposit, let's say 10%. We're not going to have that many prisoners. They already have found some crime here. That's not good. That's not good. And that's going to be a problem if we don't solve them. But for now, I think we're just going to let it be. We are, though, going to be putting people in here. Let's have a look and see how our population is doing. We haven't had any birth or any death yet. What is this button? This is new. When enabled, move both sides of the leg. Okay. Last month. Okay, so basically, yeah, so basically we move this up by 1 nudge here. The fact that we have 75 highly educated people, that kind of makes me happy. Makes me happy. We are now building the courthouse. I will just set that up to a high priority. And there we go. We could also now tell our construction here, we're not going to be picking up workers from here anymore. We're going to be picking them up from our own populace. There we go. How many workers do we have here? We have 2 passengers. Basically, when you see passengers in here, there is usually something missing. So I would imagine every single one of these needs prayer. So you, yeah, you're missing prayer. You are you need to visit the doctor? Don't we have people down here? Okay. Well, thanks for making me a liar. Okay, so maybe they have gone to the doctor. There was no doctor available, and they said, "Oh shit, I'm not waiting for the doctor. He's a slob. He's, you know." So I'll just go to the bus stop. Maybe there will come a bus and bring me to another hospital. But there is no other hospital, so he's just gonna wait there, and his needs are gonna be unfulfilled. But that's okay. That's okay. He made his choice. He made his choice. Oh, by the way, time is running out. So, so yeah, with this, let's see if we can find some people here for the potential thumbnail here. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I think that is going to be it for this episode. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already, you could leave a like, comment section, or comment. And subscribing, you know, it all goes towards helping us fight that pesky YouTube algorithm. So yeah, until next time, take care. Keep smiling.